Welcome back to Chinesecarguy. This is the latest Tesla Model Y, made in China's Gigafactory. I'm gonna be bringing you around to have a look at the differences between the new model and the old model. What are some upgrades, and also go for a drive. If you haven't, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe right now. This is completely free and it will definitely help the YouTube algorithm to push more videos like that to similar audiences. Thank you so much. It is obvious that there is a huge revamp of the physical appearance of this car, and I would say it is for the better. This one-piece LED light looks very similar to the Cybertruck. It looks more futuristic and modern. In fact, some people have tried to cover the middle and it looks just like... Here, there's a small pocket allowing air to pass through, improving the aerodynamic efficiency of the car. The front size is huge. In fact, I think Tesla has been the OG in front sizes. One thing, however, that I think it hasn't improved is that this front is unable to open it by itself. Wouldn't it be great if it is able to open just like the boot? Speaking of boot sizes, there's only a H word that can describe it. It is humongous. Wow. Sitting like that on a rainy day, we can essentially put 2 chairs and you can have a picnic. That's not a problem. Also, Tesla's material is top end. You see all this fluffy, comfortable material. It makes it really premium. You're able to also fold the chairs, but you know what? There's actually a button here that allows this to happen. The chairs fold automatically by themselves. This is what I call the P word, premium. I know a lot of you Tesla's owners love to camp in Teslas, and I would say that this is similar to the previous model. Wow, you can lie here, not a problem. Oh my God. Enough about the boot. Let's talk about the rear. The rear is incredible. This is the first reflecting rear lights and it looks incredible. Look at how it illuminates the Tesla word. This is just futuristic stuff. Apart from the rear lights, another great thing about the rear is this beautiful car plate over here. And if you have not, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe right now. What is this? They have a similar badge for the Plaid models. So if you know the answer to this, make sure you let me know in the comment section down below. The side of this car looks very similar to the old model. In fact, you can't really tell the differences between the old and the new model just from the side. The way to lock and unlock this car is the same as the old model. After driving so many Chinese cars, I was wondering, wouldn't it be great if they also have a soft closing doors? The charging port is here. You have the fast and slow charging. This car is equipped with aerodynamic wheels and I call it anti-clamp wheels. I think it is great when you illegally park the car and they can't do anything to clamp the wheels. I'm just joking, obviously. This is a 19-inch wheels that can be upgraded. I think these aerodynamic wheels actually look quite good. Now let us move to the interior. The interior looks very similar to the old model. Again, I love the steering wheel because it's so big and round. You have the signal change stock here, and I love that. However, there's no stocks here because the gear shift is now on the screen. You have to swipe up and down to change the gears. In China, currently the auto gear shifts is not available, and it's such a shame. I would really love to try it sometime. If you have tried it, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. The screen is an upgrade from 15-inch to 15.4-inch now. Here you have 2 wireless charging. You have quite a lot of storage here. And also you have your cup holder. In addition, you have more storage here with USB-C to charge your phones and devices. You can have seat heating and cooling for your seats. You see these holes here? It is able to blow cold air in the summer and also generate heat in the winters. The windows and the door opening buttons are quite easy to use. But one thing I really like is that they have put the emergency door opening here so that you can actually pull it and the door opens. One change that I don't really like is that they have removed the wood panel here. You have this suite that is great for touching. To open the glove box, you can access it here and it will automatically open. And to close it, it's actually magnetic. Personally, I prefer those soft closing with a very nice click. I think it gives it a little more premium feel. So in terms of functionality, I think this car is great. There's not much differences with what is available here versus the old model. Now let's talk about the back seats. The back seats are incredibly comfortable. First, the length of the bottom of the seats are slightly longer than the previous Model Y, and it gives very good support for the legs. Secondly, they have increased the size of the rear passenger screen to 8-inch display. It is slightly bigger than the old model. Although this screen is not huge, it is enough to watch some short videos on a short trip. But for longer road trips, it might be a problem because your head is constantly tilting to one side and it can give you quite a bit of neck pain. A lot of Chinese cars now have a huge television screen that is on the roof, and it is way better. Not complaining, just saying. Thirdly, the knee room and the leg room are incredible. Look at this. What Tesla does very well is that there are space at the bottom to allow your feet to actually extend. So even though this is not Rolls-Royce, it is still incredibly spacious. Wow, look at this. Rolls-Royce style. Look at this space. This is a room by myself. I love this. You're also able to recline your seats or make your seats go forward with 2 buttons here. Wow. I think Tesla Model 3 and Model Y are going more and more premium, and I love it. There are 2 USB-Cs for you to charge your devices. You have storage area here, and you have ample storage here as well. You have an armrest, but personally, I don't really like Tesla's armrest because it is a hole and you are resting your arm on the holes. It's quite weird, isn't it? To open the door, you click this. But in emergency situations, there's actually a latch here. Oh wait, did I break this? Okay, I didn't break. Oh, okay, well, open and you open the door. Wow, okay. Why do they make it so complicated? It should be as simple as what is available in front. The headroom is incredible. It is very spacious. Plus, there is an additional panoramic roof that makes it more spacious. But when it is sunny, the sunroof gets really hot. You are literally getting baked in the sun. In addition, the ambient light extends to the rear, and I really love this spaceship style of ambient lighting. Let's go for a drive. The entry-level rear-wheel drive for this car has a 311-mile range, up from the previous 283 miles. And it goes from 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds. The long-range rear-wheel drive has a range of 387 miles, and it goes from 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds. And of course, it has a long-range all-wheel drive that has a slightly shorter range because it has a front motor. This car is also quite elevated, just like the previous model, so it does gives you quite a good view of the front when you're driving. The brakes for this car is actually getting better. I remember the first time that I drove a Tesla, the brakes were quite abrupt. When you release the acceleration pedal, it just slows down suddenly, and it's a very nauseating experience. But I think over the years they have really fine-tuned it. Now it's so gradual and it's very comfortable. You don't really need to press the brake when you are coming to a halt. The driving experience so far is quite good. Tesla has been in the game for so long, and they have been known for its reliability. In China, the best way to cut into a lane is to use this magic formula. First, you roll down your window. Second, you turn on your signal lights. And there you have it. There's quite a bit of traffic, so there's gonna be a real test for the AP. Oh. Okay, let's see how it fares. There's someone trying to cut in. Let's see if my car is gonna give way. It's quite good. Okay, one thing about Tesla's autopilot is that the way that it stops can be quite abrupt. And in a traffic situation, it can actually go like a taxi driver, go fast and slow, and that can be quite nauseating. So if they can actually improve on that, I think it will be a bonus. At the entry level, you cannot change lane on its own. But in a lot of entry levels in Chinese cars, actually you can, such as the Huawei and Neo cars. At entry level, you are pretty much able to have close to FSD. So perhaps that's something that Tesla has to rethink about it. So what do you think? Will you prefer to buy this new Tesla's Model Y or the old one? Make sure you let me know in the comment section down below. Please don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.